Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back. Sorry I've been away for a little while. I was just attending to various things, and it's nice to be here again, speaking to you about one of the most incredible things in the universe, which is you and your body and yourself on the inside of it. And I guess I titled it Movement because I'd like to elaborate on movement and talk about the body that is an expanding and alive organism pulsating on the inside of you. And if you give it enough space to do its full glorious expandingness, then you experience yourself differently. As you would in comparison to if you were contracting yourself down and making yourself a smaller, more held and stuck person. You're not designed to be held and stuck. You're not designed to be squashed. You're not designed to be stiff and frozen. You're not necessarily either designed to be just flighty and anxious. You're designed to be alive and able to coordinate and integrate, direct the energy inside of you so that you can be alive, enjoy it, not be at the mercy of other stimulus that weighs you down, but to use the stimulus to organize yourself and be a compass mentis, autonomous human. That's the destiny of us all. So on the inside of you, you have a heart. It's pumping blood. The heart pumps blood. The lungs breathe in oxygen and let go of oxygen. The nervous system is speaking to every little square inch of your whole body and reporting back to you on how you are. And it's an enormous galaxy in here, you know. Just as far, I've said this before, just as far as the moon is to the sun, to Jupiter, to the Milky Way, to the universe and the galaxies, that ratio of distance is the same on the inside of the body. Smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And all of that universe inside of you can be embodied and can be experienced through your nervous system. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I think I made that up. But anyways, it is true that the body reflects back to you through your nervous system. And there's a lot of space to inhabit and experience. Usually, one would say that movement is something that you do when you go for a run, or when you dance, or when you climb a mountain, or when you're walking up and down the passage, you know, walking the dog, etc. And this is true, that is movement, of course. But what I'd like to say to you and tell you is that there is movement on the inside of you, even though you are just sitting here on a stool, not moving much at all, or behind your desk, typing on your typewriter. You're sitting there, you're actually inside an organism that can move in all of that galactical space on the inside of you. There's movement there, and there's freedom to be had more and more than you know, and more than you can imagine. So we would like to tap into that free space on the inside so that we can feel more free. Because it's so nice. I mean, that's what's so nice about good things in life. They're just nice, and they're like offered to you on a platter. So you can obviously either indulge in it, or you can just go on with your life. Let's indulge in it. So the idea is to change the way you understand what your body is in relation to yourself. So we're going to start on the outer layer of the universe. We're going to slowly move our way into the unendingness of it. But a good start is to understand and locate the joints in your body. Let's start with the first five first main joints, which are your 2 hip joints, your 2 shoulder joints, and your neck joint, somewhere in the middle of your ears. So these joints want to be free. In order to have your hip joint free and your neck joint free, you need to be kind of directed up off of your hips, and your knees are directed forward and away, and so you get freedom in your hips. In order to get freedom in your neck, you want to think of a lengthening spine, and it squashes up against your skull. So you've got to go blast. You've got to take the skull up, forward and up off the spine. So when the skull goes forward and up off the spine, you've got some freedom in your neck. Your shoulder joints are free when you have a full lengthening and widening back, and the shoulders can just be quiet. So they wonder where they are. They must be somewhere in here. Who knows where they are? But the idea is if you are staying back in your back, lengthening and widening, then your shoulders can be free and your arms can lengthen to the fingertips. Now, just those 5 joints, if they are free inside movement, the experience of yourself is a lot more free and spacious. This is good. And if one just concentrates on the relationship between the joints and you keep them all free and directed away from each other, and your head directed forward and up, you are able to sustain a kind of a freedom in the body. So when you are sitting at the back in front of your desk, and you think you're not moving, then you're fooling yourself, because you can be moving. You can sit there and you can move. You can be very alive and you can be very free and you can be very moving. You know, maintaining a lengthening spine and a back staying back, widening and lengthening. That's a very alive and pulsating state to be in. And if you're bored and you do work for 8 hours a day behind a desk, I would advise that you fiddle around with figuring out how to keep your spine free and lengthening. You keep your head directed forward and up off of your spine, not pulled back, squashing your spine down, hunching your shoulders, So even if you keep that freedom going while you're writing, and in the back of your head, every now and again, you just go, I've got to keep this living spine living, and my shoulders being free and my arms coming away and out from my shoulders, then you can sit there. You can sit there for 5 hours, you can sit there for 8 hours, you can sit there the whole day. If you keep yourself alive and moving in a very still position, you have access to, well, you do have access to, but you maybe can enter into experiencing the access that you do have to the freedom that's potentially inside of you. And it's very pleasant, definitely worth your while. And it's not rocket science. It's a free neck. How do you get there? You wake up in your head and you realize this is what is necessary. Freedom in the neck. How do you do a freedom? You don't. You allow freedom. You allow your neck to be free so that your head can go forward and up. And it tends to rotate a little bit in this way. Going forward and up off of the spine. And the back lengthens and widens. Free shoulders. Free hips. It's nice. It's for free. It's freedom that's for free. What do you need to do? Yes, you do need to wake up. Yes, you do need to accept and go, wow, this is amazing. And yes, you do need to consent and say, okay, fine, I will let my neck be free so that I can let my head go forward and up. So that, fine, I'll let my back lengthen and widen. I'll give up. I'll just let this freedom into me. And I'll sustain it by carrying on letting. What do you say? I think it's good. I think it's good news for everybody. We should be very happy about that. I didn't sleep much the last couple of nights. I'm a bit tired. The nice thing is, if you can engage yourself and you can energize yourself by allowing all of the blood, all of the oxygen, all of your breath, all of your everything to be and do what they have to do, you are quite rejuvenated, more than you would be if you were just like, I'm so tired, I haven't slept for 3 days. Oh my God. Anyways, I think that's good for today, and it's very nice to be back. I hope you're all very well, and may we find the good life through ourselves. Not that it's anything we did, it was a gift we have, we can enjoy.